Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Nakie and this is Cook with Nakie. On today's menu we are using some leftover fish to make some delicious sauce. Let's get started. I have some yellow, green, and red bell peppers. I have some carrots, some onions, and some diced tomatoes. In a pot, I have some oil. Use any oil of your choice. I have some diced onion, and this is going to fry for about 1 to 2 minutes, and I'm going to be adding my tomato paste. After adding your tomato paste, you just want to give it a stir to make sure it is well mixed together. I'm going to let the tomato paste cook for about 5 minutes, but within that I'll keep stirring. And I have my scotch bonnet pepper. So with the scotch bonnet pepper, it was frozen, yeah. Or you could choose to blend it, but with this sauce, I'm not blending anything. So if it's frozen, like, especially with the scotch bonnet pepper, it's easy to like grate it like what I'm doing. But please wear some gloves if you want to grate it, because your hands are gonna be like burning, and you don't want that. But I'm good. I'm used to this, so that is fine with me. So yeah, I'm grating my scotch bonnet pepper, and this is how it turned out. You could choose to blend or use the powdered pepper if you want the chili powder. My tomato paste been frying for about 7 minutes now, and I'm adding my scotch bonnet pepper, the grated one. At this point, if you did not grate it, you could use the chili powder, and that is also perfect. I'm adding my diced onions to it, and yeah, this stew is really quick. It's kind of sauce. You're not gonna see liquidy. You're gonna see it at the end. It's kind of like a vegetable sauce. You're gonna see a lot of vegetable in it. So yeah, I love it, and it was really good. And I'm gonna be adding my bell peppers. This is the yellow. I'm gonna add the green and the red to it, as you see. And look at the colors. It's looking really pretty. Yellow, green, red, the orange, so good. And the flavors from the bell peppers is so good. And this is my leftover fish. So I've had this fish in my refrigerator for a couple of days now. After eating with my BANKU, my KENKEY, anything that I want to eat my fish with, I was like, okay, now I'm done with my fish. I don't feel like eating that fish anymore. So I'm like, you know what? Let me turn into something delicious. And yeah, so I took out the bones and I flaked it. And yeah, so that's how come I made this recipe. I didn't want to throw it away because the fish was still good, just that I was just tired of eating it with the KENKEY and all that stuff. So yeah, and look at that. I put in my sauce, and I love this one. This one was not like stew, it's not like fish stew. It's like a sauce type, like, you know, because there's not like liquid in it. And it was really good. So after adding my fish to it, you want to make sure you give it a stir to make sure all that yumminess, the sauce, everything is well mixed together. And at this point, your heat should be on the low heat because we are not overcooking all our vegetables and all that. And I'm adding some curry powder. Add any seasoning of your choice at this point. I'm adding some shrimp tablets, and as I said, use any seasoning of your choice. And that's it. Our fish sauce is almost done, but we have one more thing to add, and that is our chopped tomatoes, our diced tomatoes. since I don't want my sauce to be like a stew, like I did not add the tomatoes in the beginning. If I have added it in the beginning, like in the oil, it's gonna cook and bring out its own juices, and it's gonna be like a stew form, and I didn't want that. I wanted it this way. I wanted to have some chunkiness in it, some crunchiness in it, like that. Perfect. Perfect like that. That's how exactly how I wanted this fish sauce to turn out, and I loved it. And yeah, our fish sauce is ready. This was simple. I did not add salt to it. You could add salt if you prefer, because the seasoning was enough for me. And yes, our fish sauce is ready. Simple to make recipe. It doesn't take long to do. If you have any leftover fish that you're tired of eating, just make it into this delicious sauce, and trust me, you're gonna love it. It doesn't have to be leftover fish. You could have like your fillet fish, fry them, and just use them for this recipe. Or regular fish, fry them, just debone them and use it for this recipe. And trust me, you're gonna love it. As you can see, I enjoyed this with some eba. That is gari, and it was really, really good. You could have it with your rice, your yam, plantain, cocoyam, anything that you prefer. Just go ahead and enjoy it this way. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching this recipe. I hope you learned something new. I hope you give this recipe a try, and I know you will love it. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And give me a thumbs up if you love watching this video. Until I come your way next time, this is Cook with Nakie. Be good to yourself, be good to everyone. It goes a long way.